A unique project focusing on Derry City Cemetery has produced an online treasure trove for people trying to trace their ancestry. Using the cemetery's written records, more than 40 volunteers have charted the information of all those buried in the cemetery from 1853 until 1916. The 36,000 records detail names, ages, dates of birth and parental information, as well as the location of the grave within the large cemetery site. The volunteers were so enthused that they hope to extend the project to all burials until 1968, taking in other cemeteries in the region.
I very early on like a lot of people, realised the value of the city cemetery records, because unlike a traditional death record, which nearly just confirms that you died, it gives an age and an address. The beauty about the city cemetery registers, as well as giving all that information, the name, the age, the address, it also asked for place of birth, names of parents and grave reference. So it means with that, the city cemetery, you nearly can build a story that if you find a name, you can then visit the grave because the grave plot reference was recorded, and through the good work of John, there's a map that means you can identify where the grave is. You can identify who else is buried in that, and then you can use other sources to build the story. So it's a great family history source, but also for me, with my local history hat on, it's a phenomenal source because effectively it's the history of Derry.
From our perspective, the more online, the actual easier it will be to kind of trace your ancestors, because you can trace them from anywhere in the world. And being a country that a lot of people have moved away, that's actually vitally important. You have an address, you can actually go to the street where they lived. Now, it mightn't look like the street in their day, but you go online, find that street, but you can actually stand and walk about the district. You'll know the church they went to. So it gives people a lovely record.
I remember hearing somebody saying it was something that we should be doing for those generations that were forced to immigrate, that information's there for them, that we're actually helping them to reconnect with Ireland. So I think the fact that it was a community volunteer project is probably the big winner in this here.